Hello, the internet! Oh, there we are. As promised, it is March 31st, and so we are back with a new episode of Starfall Detective Agency. Yeah, that's right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good, yeah.
Excellent. Just filling me with confidence. Um,
Oh, we're gonna go down to the green, and that terrifies us.
are we? Who knows? Maybe?
I mean, feels like we are.
It's very green right now. This is a Fantasy Age 2nd Edition stream where we are, they are a bunch of detectives solving a cool case. So let's go through the main things. Oh, and of course, my name is Meric. My pronouns are he, him. Welcome to the stream. We are streaming tonight on Moonbeam. Yay, Moonbeam, which is where we are, like, only streaming right now. Moonbeam is all like, yeah, super friendly and like multi-stream to everything, and we're just doing it here. We're keeping it simple. We're checking it out. We're trying it. We're enjoying it. Super cool thing about Moonbeam, it's now in open beta. So, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can actually go to moonbeam.stream. I think it's moonbeam.stream. Let's see. Yep, moonbeam.stream. And you can look up Skyhammer Press on there, and you can join our realm. And you can see us live, and you can do the chatting and all the super cool things. I will definitely put a link in the description of the video so that you don't actually have to remember that. But hey, Moonbeam is open, and they're gaining new members every day, and it's very cool and very exciting. We are Roll20 ambassadors, and we are using Syrinscape for our background sounds. Two cool bits of RPG news and fun things. Our channels, the Star Trek Adventures short campaigns that I do with the Star Trek Adventure writers, just put out our 3rd episode of Bedlam on Baham. So that came out last Friday, and you can go and check out the finale of that 3-part little mini arc where Game Master Michael Dismuke runs BC Holmes, Jim Johnson, Al Spader, and myself through some fun Star Trek shenanigans. You can find those on Skyhammer Press on YouTube or Studio Tembo, where they do the Continuing Conversations podcast, which is also where that is streamed. Last thing, if you are following the Cosmere RPG, the Stormlight materials are sadly no longer available on Demiplane. If you made characters, you can still like access them and everything, but you can't do any new stuff because it's shutting down for the release of the full rules. Very exciting, coming out in a couple of months. Demiplane just announced today that although those are down, you can now pre-order the entire rulebook from them if you miss the Kickstarter and go and do the super cool things. Cosmere RPG is really, really fun, and we've been playtesting it and been doing super fun stuff. If people aren't aware, I am the book lead for the Mistborn World Guide on the Cosmere RPG, and just like lots of reading and writing and doing fun things with that.
But no arithmetic.
Oh, damn it.
I don't have to do much on the design side.
So pissed at that.
Did it beat you too, Patrick?
Yes.
Okay, well, last time on Starfall Detective Agency, you went to the secret basement of the Brick Streeters smuggling warehouse. You discovered a whole bunch of interesting artifacts that seem to have been smuggled into the city, perhaps recovered from sites down in the overgrowth. and it seems like sold off to, high bidders and interesting rich folk. Probably all really, really good people. While you were down there, you were accosted by a large Orion who introduced himself as Duke Francis Rudderbell as he attempted to kill you. Now, he didn't have any control of his actions, and you were able to find both override switches which had been installed on him and free him from captivity. You took Duke Francis Rudderbell back to the office, and you let the local authorities of Kenning Drift come in and round up the Brick Streeters. So, you now have a survey map of the location that the Brick Streeters were gathering items from, and a couple of notes and transcripts of communications that lead you to believe your missing person, Sam Pinnock, may be at this site. Expedition site. So, we last left you off. You got like some stale donuts on the way back to the place, and you are drinking coffee in your offices. The businesses around you are all closed. It's dark outside. What are you doing?
Well, I think the Duke told us that that was his manor.
Yes, and so he mentioned that his manor was in a city called Driston Har. And the Driston Har is noted on the map. And so he said that if you brought him back to his estate in the city, he would happily reward you. You had to break the news to him that his estate probably has not been kept up in the 4 centuries that he has been gone.
Yeah, we break that news that he's been gone a long time.
Is he staying with us then? Or is he off to catch up at the library or something?
He doesn't really have anywhere to go. He doesn't know anything about this city. Right now, he's here with you. He is in a big, hulking, metallic form with the teeny tiny little, like, gold and silver head with a metallic black mustache with little curls. And he has just asked if he could get some help sort of shedding some of this armored chassis that they welded to him. Yes, Katie.
I was taking him next door.
Perfect. All right, so Mel and Duke Rudderbell are heading over to the mechanic shop. What's the name of that mechanic again? Brow.
Donovan's,
off
right?
to Donovan's, yeah. Yeah, you can go there and work with him to sort of like cut through some of that stuff and take it off. Quick point of order. While I was doing all my preps and checking things, like sort of off the cuff, I had said that it's a 3-day journey out to the expedition. It's in the vehicles that are available in this time period. It is a 3-hour journey.
Oh, that's way different.
It's 300 kilometers away.
Oh.
Like if you were to go down and walk it, it might be like a month. But if you can fix... if you can fix up the Viney Vixen and get her airworthy, then it's a 3-hour trip.
What about if you flap your own wings?
You wouldn't reach Driston Har. Well, I suppose you actually have wings.
Yeah, could he glide?
He's afraid of heights.
Like, close your eyes.
Oh, he's afraid of flying ships because you can't control them.
Oh,
Trusts
okay.
his wings.
Yeah, I would say that your fly speed is going to be pretty slow when compared to a hopper.
But like, how many days behind would I arrive?
You should have walked at that point.
Yeah.
Can we figure out the angle that we're at where
There's an
it is
expanse calculator,
for him
right?
to just jump? to mage Slowfall himself
Yeah,
off of...
off of Thunder Bluff.
No, it's not Thunderbluff that I was thinking of.
Oh, Dalaran. Sorry.
Yes, that's the one. I was like, floating mage city. I can't remember.
I mean,
Khadgar.
I was picturing, giant mesa that you're jumping off. I was like, immediately Thunder Bluff. But as soon as you said you were picturing something, I'm like, what are our floating cities? Of course.
Yeah.
Could have been Nax.
Ugh. Anyway. Just real quick. I do not recall I did steal a bunch of stuff.
Yes, you
I
sure
have a
did.
list of it.
You have a list of it?
Mm-hmm.
You
So
smashed some
we
stuff, though.
took all the comms, the map, and the reports, but then Karnath and Benny specifically... Oh, I just wrote thieved a bunch of stuff, including ornament,
Well, some armor. Yeah.
plate, armor, and a plate. Like a literal plate.
Yeah, there was a dinner plate. You did take the armor? I haven't written down that you took the red gem, the cat statue, the jewel chest, and the dinner plate. I didn't have it written down that you took the armor.
I think the red gem smashed, right? Or something like that.
No. I think a bunch of stuff did. That's what I put in a box.
Yeah.
And scrambled away with, but Benny grabbed the armor.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, I've once again got marked red gem, cat statue, jeweled chest, and dinner plate. I do not have armor or dress box marked off.
Dress box? No, I didn't. We didn't take the dress box.
No, we just took the armor. Benny took the armor.
All right.
I shoved it in an old milk crate. All the other stuff.
All the other stuff in a car. Yeah.
A big Santa sack.
Is it haunted? We've taken the dress.
Yeah, it's clearly the basement from Cabin in the Woods.
I don't.
And we're choosing our own fate.
What you're
No,
talking
we-
about.
The dress box with Sam and Dean show up because we take that.
I don't think they'll trust you enough.
All right, I am gonna go and roll to see what species Sam and Dean are in this world.
I'm a dark, moody girl. Sam would fall in love with me.
He absolutely
Yeah, you'd
would.
betray him.
Yes, you would as
And-
well.
Dean and I could hang out and fix the tiny vixen together.
So good, it's all coming together.
Oh, I'm very moody.
All right,
And Benny could make out with Azrael.
Sam and
Whoa.
Dean in this world are in fact Drac.
Sick.
There you go.
I accept
It's a very
that.
good chance that everyone's Drac, though.
It's a
right?
very good
Yes.
chance. It is a high probability that they are Drac.
It's a drag.
How do Drac look good in plaid?
Of course,
These ones do.
these ones do. Oh, actually, talking about things.
Their
that look-
scales are plaid.
Talking about things that look really good. I'm just gonna show off
You
this
guys.
lovely thing that Jen got for me.
Oh. Oh, is that all your fancy ones?
It is. These are all the
Cool.
stone dice that Jen gets. Oh, lost one. That Jen gets for me to commemorate my freelance.
I'm behind, and I also see I should have gotten a second rack because I'm behind and I didn't realize how full that one would be.
Oh, it's all the way on the other side of the room. 1 second.
It's crazy how many things he has now. When I remember it being like, oh, what a fun thing that Jen will have to get 3 of.
I've made him terrible.
Yeah, and you set a precedent, and then Meric was like, oh, I get a magic fancy die every time I write a thing. I've destroyed your finances.
He's a saint and he never says anything, and then every couple of months I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta catch up. What have you written? And he pulls up a spreadsheet he made.
Of course.
And, it goes, and these are the ones you've gotten me diets for, and these are the ones you haven't. And I'm still, I think, like 4 behind.
And he just slowly turns back to his spreadsheet away from you.
But he never bugs me. He always waits for me to come to him and say, hey, I'm behind.
Yeah, there's space for 1 more D20 and 4 D6s.
What are the D6s?
D6s are for book work that's not specifically an adventure.
Ah.
So mechanics, world guides, stuff like that. I had to set a rule.
See, the problem is, Meric should have been the one buying them for you, like in a world that's fitting perfectly, because Meric would have that spreadsheet and just be like, gonna have everything laid out. But Jen is chaos.
But look at all my pretty things.
You're right. Meric should buy me something for every RPG he runs. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be automated in the spreadsheet.
Just get it
Anyway.
to send an automatic reminder email to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your email just goes.
Whoopsie doodle. All right. So, Katie, let's deal with the medals on Duke Rudderbell, because it'll take you about an hour of working through that. I would say that working together, it's probably not a ton of work, but I do want to roll to see like how much workshop materials you kind of use up. So we'll figure out that roll. Jenny, you had a question?
Just really quick, after Mel leaves with the Duke,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look over at Benny and say, you think it'd go faster if you'd help her, Benny?
Okay. I'll do it.
Whatever.
But Benny's
You know-
idea of helping is
Well, she needs muscle, right? She's like pulling off chassis, and she's very strong, but she's going to be doing like... Yeah, but you're also going to be doing like the delicate work.
Did you just pick out the 2 tallest people in the room?
Everyone's
not as tall.
in the room.
Yes. Everyone's tall, but Nova.
That's true.
I did just remember something else that's super cool and super new that I want to show off to people. Look what I got for my birthday.
All right. Yeah.
This is the Marvel Multiverse RPG, the Spider-Verse book.
Do you play Spider-Man?
Yeah. You can play as like 10 Spider-Mans.
Yeah, I was gonna say you play as all of them.
Can I be the Dino Spidey?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've already dibs $20.99, so everybody back off.
Like, we've got... Here we go.
I'll be the pig.
Do you guys remember when Marvel trading cards were dope? Like when we were like 11.
So we've got Spider. We've got Spider-Boy, Spider-Side, Spider-Girl, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man 1610, Spider-Man 6160, Spider-Man Miles Morales,
So Nick Cage Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Peter Parker Early Days, Spider-Man Peter Parker Later Days, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man India, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Punk, Spider-Slayer, Spiders-Man. Several. We've got Spider-Woman 1610, 332, Jessica Drew, Maddie Franklin. There's many spiders.
Forgot about the 1610.
Is spiders
Arc.
man... Spiders that make a man?
Yes.
I'll
That
be
is a-
that.
That, that is 100% what I pictured, and I am upset with it.
Anyways,
We are spiders, man.
Yup.
That's it. Isn't that from Stormlight?
Crabs, man.
Crabs.
So.
How about them
Katie,
Knicks?
This will be your choice of strength or dexterity.
Dexterity, please.
All right.
did she get any aid from Benny, or...
Yeah,
Is that after the-
if Benny is there, it's going to be just a flat +2 to your roll, as Benny picks
Cool.
up some of the extra stuff. The difficulty is average. It's you know what? The difficulty is easy. It's only difficulty 9, and the quality of your success on your stunt die is really what tells us the narrative.
And we roll D6s in this.
Literally was like,
Sixes,
system. Remember the system that we're playing.
one of which is off color. It's not that we've played age systems for like 3-4 years together on stream or anything.
The problem is that we also play 40 other systems.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can I talk about my other spreadsheet now?
I love that spreadsheet.
I took
It makes me want to play more games.
I took an inventory of all my tabletop role-playing games, all the physical books, all the PDFs. I have 133 individual games.
Yeah.
A couple.
Crazy.
And there's only 23 that we haven't played.
Then
could
we
do it.
should make that a goal.
Obviously. Knock them all
Patrick's
off.
already got 23 characters in mind.
I mean,
They're all shoot 'em up guys.
Yeah. They're talking in accent.
I
23
For the
different
record,
accents.
I really like Cardath's accent. For the record.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes
I've
sense.
That's
been
accent is
super
fabulous.
called out, and the problem is that it's super accurate.
And it's that we love it about you?
I really hope so, because it will not change.
Excellent.
At
Very
no
good.
point do I have a desire to play a bookish nerd.
That's incorrect.
Unless you count the
that's
kids on Vikings.
I'll shut up forever now. I've played several bookish nerds.
You sure
That's
have.
one of
I
my favorite voices to
distinctly
do.
Remember one of those.
Garrett.
Yup, that's him.
Love it.
Hey everybody, it's Garrett. Anyways, Katie, have you rolled 3d6?
What's
and gotten a
happening?
9
Are we
or
playing
higher?
I did, yes.
Excellent. What did you get?
I got a 15.
What is your stunt die?
3.
Okay. And so, yeah, basically you have the choice of getting this done in 30 minutes and using up a ton of supplies, or taking about an hour, hour and a half, being up like late at night, but leaving the shop pretty clean.
Oh, Mel's chatty, so like hour and a half.
Okay. But the shop's gonna be nice in the morning, but it's like 2 in the morning by the time you're done.
Ah, who needs sleep? Can I like make small talk with the Duke whilst I'm removing
Yeah.
items?
Absolutely. The
Okay.
Duke is very, very well spoken. He is quite cultured, although his culture is clearly different than the culture that you are used to. It's very high fantasy, like nobles and ladies and wizards in towers, and like he was a sort of a rich. I mean, merchant is kind of the vibe, but it's more import-exporter.
Okay. I mean, I want to ask him about balls and stuff for sure. But
Of
I
course.
do have like an actual question because I don't remember. Did we ask him if he heard of the Pearl of Pax Rathus?
That's right.
Let's see.
I
Not sure what you meant about balls.
I-
I was real confused.
Like
I knew what she
dances
meant.
with fancy dresses.
I
Oh,
knew
balls.
that. Yeah.
I see. Thought you meant just
He's
orbs
a-
in
he's-
general.
Who cares about orbs?
fears.
Unless just the pearl, maybe.
I care about orbs. You can ponder them.
He.
Yeah.
Let me see. No, that does not ring a bell for Duke Francis Rudderbell.
Has he ever danced at a ball with a princess?
So, hang on. I'm going to caveat that. Yes, he has danced at a ball with princesses.
Multiple.
Yeah. He will caveat and say, well, I'm not certain what you mean by the Pearl of Pax Rathus, but yes, I'm certainly aware of Pax Rathus. It's a story historical, several centuries old. I believe it was a powerful magic user who raised himself across the countryside, doing all sorts of untoward, horrible, and cruel things. I believe he was interred in Dristan Har. Yes, at the Royal Library, I believe.
That's very interesting. Do you know where the library is?
Oh, yes, of course. It's quite an impressive establishment and institution. It's several centuries old, beautiful architecture on the building, several levels. It's open every day of the week, and schools are encouraged to go and bring their children and learn about history and so on. The most interesting things, of course, are the arcane repositories in the lower levels, sort of like vaults. Things filled with dangerous and powerful items and... Oh, you don't think that's what the Brick Streeters were looking for, do you?
Probably not. They probably just wanted to check out some books, but at the same time, in Mel's head, she's like, tell Karna, there are vaults. He would like that.
Because if they were to get their hands on some of those items, I shudder to think of what they could do with them. They're such uncouth people.
You know what? They are. Do you like tea? I can make some tea. You want tea?
That would be delightful. Thank you so much. Anything with a little bit of honey. I do so enjoy a bit of honey in my tea.
Would I have honey?
It's like crystallized.
I don't know. Would I have honey? Is that like a thing?
Probably not. I don't feel
I
like
think so.
I don't feel like the Donovans stock honey in their little mini kitchen.
We might have some Splenda.
Fake honey. Yeah.
Well, that sounds splendid. What is it?
It's artificial sweetener.
Oh, how quaint. I'll give it a try.
Okay, I make him tea.
All right. So you're working late into the evening and doing this and sort of having these conversations. What are Nova and Karnath doing?
Do you want to go first, Patrick?
I'm just scanning over the pilfered belongings, trying to see if there's identify worth or function if they happen to possess some type of alternate means.
Try it on the armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just seeing what's up. They seem like it seems strange to have picked these particular items and have put them on shelves. You know, maybe it's just for their worth. Let's find out.
Yeah, okay. Give me a moment here.
And I know there's one thing. I can't resist a big shiny gem sitting on a plinth surrounded by burnt corpses.
Of course. Okay, so I am going to get you to make an intelligence test for each item that you are sort of spending some time on. So what would you like to look at?
Okay, so remind me, we've got the cat statue, we've got the gem plate.
The jeweled chest and the armor.
And the armor. I think the gem holds a lot of interest to a Karnath's eye.
Okay, go ahead and make an intelligence test. Do you have any focuses that might apply?
No, I do not.
History sort of things, arcane.
I barely have an intelligence that applies.
Very good, very good.
$13?
Yeah, that is just enough. That is what you needed, literally a 13.
Blood is coming out of Karnath's nose.
I would also like to point out that all of you have, you're like pretty worn down, you're exhausted, you've lost some fortune. Yeah. It's been a long day. Resting is 6 hours uninterrupted rest. So after this sort of night, when I assume you sleep, you'll recover that. But bleary-eyed, you look at this red gem and you search deep within it. And you can tell that there is some spark of magic within. You've actually seen these before. The composition isn't exactly the same. Like, this is made by people from 400 years ago in a world literally different from your own, because you came from another world. But this is roughly something called a mage's font. If a mage is holding a mage's font, they can use an activate action to use the stone's magic points to fuel a spell rather than their own.
I immediately go just put that in Nova's hand.
Thank you.
So, this is like bonus magic for you.
How
like
so?
You just do it.
You can describe it in sort of like the common way that it would have been described in your previous world, and Nova would definitely understand that. Those are the sorts of things that would be around her people and home.
I begin speaking in Orcish.
What was the name of it again?
A mage's font.
It's like an a little packet of sugar, and not Splenda. High quality sugar.
So, Jen, mechanic-wise, it has a maximum capacity of 20 magic points. It currently has 9.
Wow.
It currently has 9 in it, and you refill it by spending your own into it, and then they stay there until used.
That's insanely cool.
And I get magic points back when I sleep,
I believe so.
so I could juice this and then sleep.
Correct. So you could throw another 11 in there.
Sorry.
As we always say, JTG.
Juice that gem.
Juice that jam, baby.
Okay, magic points. You regain them through rest and meditation. See Chapter 5 for more details. A mage can regain spent magic points by resting. For each full hour of rest and or meditation, you get back 1d6 plus willpower magic points. If you manage a total rest, you regain all of your magic points. So,
Nice.
yeah. It's tiered, but if you do a whole 6-hour rest, you just refill. No need to roll.
Dope.
So now you have a mage's font with 20 points in it, I'm guessing?
No, I only had 2 points left from the day, so I will put those 2 points in.
Sounds good.
It was a hard day, okay?
Yeah, that's
we did a lot of stuff.
All right, so that took about 30 minutes of your time. You could look at 2 more of these things, Patrick, before Katie and Tyler are done. Jen, you had a question?
No, I was just going to say what I do, but you're still doing Patrick, so do Patrick.
I mean,
I'm
on
gonna do
stream,
armor?
That normally people charge for that. Ha, ha, ha.
We'll have to go to a different site.
Yeah, that's only streamers.
Only streamers.
No, they have a different site. Let's move on. Armor?
Armor. Go ahead and make an intelligence.
You're gonna have a stroke, Arnica.
13 in a different way.
Okay.
Is that
That's
sufficient
what
for
I
magic
feel.
armor?
It does not appear to be magical.
Oh, okay.
It appears to
And
be
we've got
nice antique armor, old. Not like the sort of thing that you would find on a guard, but more something that you would find on like a lesser noble. Like it's high quality and it's quite, well made, though not well maintained. It's got kind of like a patina of discoloration on it, as if it had been left out in the elements for a long time, and it looks as if somebody was polishing and cleaning it.
What does it count as in terms of armor?
It is metal armor. Let's see what those options are.
Page 101.
Ah, thank you. I was literally at 102. Yeah, I'd call it light plate.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so for those watching at home, light plate has 8 armor rating, but a -4 armor penalty.
Nice. That only applies to speed.
Which seems important to you.
I mean, so does having 8 armor.
It's true.
And then, sorry, cat statue plate, chest.
Yes.
Do the
Cool.
plate.
I'm actively avoiding the plate. Jeweled chest.
Jewel chest. All right, go ahead and make an intelligence test.
Why are you scared of the plate, buddy?
There's no fear. It's I don't care. He just keeps going. That's just a plate.
It's gonna be the pinky swear.
I can't wait for that. 16 on that one.
16 on the jeweled chest. It does not appear magical.
Oh. Wieners.
Good roll though.
Is it locked?
No, you can open it. Nothing inside.
No.
It's just a nice chest, like something somebody would sell, put on a shelf.
Put that to the side. For cash money.
For cashy money.
Nova.
Yeah,
Yep,
so Jen, what are
that's
you
me.
doing?
I want to take time to look over the communications. See if I see anything that's going to be helpful or useful.
Oh, absolutely. How are you
Maybe
going to
like
do
there.
that?
In a chair. Laying on it the wrong way.
Perfect.
Intelligence.
Intelligence? Do you have a particular focus that you would like to apply to that?
No, I do not. Unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's okay. I'm pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to look for like things if they're talking about like guard schedules or like restocking, or maybe like they're expecting a group to come down soon and we could like blend in. Just opportunities.
Sounds good.
Not good. 11.
So with an 11, you don't particularly find anything else of interest. What was your stunt die on it?
2.
Yeah, it's, you spend some time going through it. There are the notes that we've kind of already shared. Otherwise, it's mostly just plain logistic stuff. You would expect, based on timings, you don't think that any other groups are expected. It looks as if they send an expedition out, they spend like a week or two, and then they come back.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Would anybody like to do anything else? Or do you settle in
Did we
for
get
the
the
night?
Duke out?
Yes. By about 2 in the morning, the Duke is... Duke Francis Rutterbell is removed from the metal, and he comes out, and he is slightly taller than like a dwarf or a gnome, but certainly built in that sort of scale. So, yes, he's shorter than Nova.
A giant she is.
And he says, I feel as if I am a literal ton lighter. Look at me! And he's got like, his body is styled as if it's like a gentleman's suit. And like there's like buttons and a little tie, and he stands as if he's expecting to be holding a cane.
He would probably take offense if I wanted him to ride in my backpack, correct?
Probably yes.
Okay.
Hold him in your one arm like a baby.
He says, well, it has certainly been a very trying day, and it's well past the sleeping hour for myself. What sort of accommodations do you perhaps put your clients in when they are between residences?
Well, usually put some of them in the slammer. Usually don't take on actual people at our office.
Oh, well, that does not sound pleasant. I was thinking more along the lines of perhaps a guest bedroom.
There's a couch, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
There's a couch here.
Would you like to sleep on the couch?
It's probably somebody already on it.
Me.
He looks over at
Garneth can share.
He looks over at it and he goes, that is meant for sleeping? Oh, well, roughing it is then. Certainly we will look into better accommodations when you are more adequately funded, I think.
Got it, Duke.
Oh,
Do we all have,
please. You may all call me Francis.
Sure thing,
We-
Frankie.
do we all have homes?
I do.
I
have an-
do. I do. Because I have a job.
There are apartments above here, so if you wanted to live in the building, you certainly could. But
Benny and I share a one bedroom.
Actually, I think I wrote a note about where Benny lives. You have to fly to get in there.
Oh, never mind.
ooh, I would say that yes, as part of your like cost of living thing, that you have a home, unless you don't. Oh,
Sorry.
there we go.
Jen's exploded everything.
That's all right. We're back.
I think Karnath has probably just a couple floors up the dingiest bachelor apartment that has ever happened.
Is there a hammock?
Right
Yeah,
in
it doesn't
there.
even get a bed, just a hammock strung between two walls.
Karnath. Dingy bachelor apartment above Starfall Detective Agency.
Do you have like a hot plate and no bathroom? It's like shared bathroom.
No, because I hate that thought. Definite bathroom and just a small kitchenette.
So
Yeah.
you guys do live together?
No, I got my own bachelor suite. But it is literally like just a big open, not even a big open room. Like a small open room. There's no separate bedroom. There is one door off to the bathroom that is like in Japan where the toilet is in the shower. It's all one open room. There's no separation there.
All right. So, I like it. Great. Established. People's social class is what is going to determine your social class and your background. It kind of gonna determine the quality of thing that you have available to you. And that's on page 25, if you didn't write yours down.
Oh, yeah, mine is lower.
Yeah, so you got a little one-room apartment.
Yeah.
I have 2. I have lower and upper class.
Oh, how did you get 2?
Because of my envoy thing? Is that how I got 2? I think it's my envoy thing.
Your envoy gets you
Yes.
2 social classes?
I'm pretty sure.
Cool. I don't know how that works.
Or is it just background? I'm not sure.
It's probably
Yeah,
2
social
backgrounds.
class.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
1 social class, multiple backgrounds. Seems more likely.
Well, I wrote it in that spot, so I think we should roll with it.
Oh, that's cool. Then you have 2 places, depending on your mood.
Envoy, here we go. You have 2 social classes and 2 backgrounds. Determine your first social class and background normally. For your second social class and background, you may select any different social class and then select any background appropriate to that class. You select a focus for each as normal, and you select 1 social class and background that represent the circumstances you found yourself in as a child. The other represents a second society you successfully integrated yourself into, gaining a new social class and background by the time you were a young adult. So, we're learning some stuff about Mel.
Yeah.
What are your 2
My
backgrounds?
My daddy was real fancy.
Ah, and so now you're more of the lower class, but you come from money?
Yeah, sort of. Except my parents ran away together.
Ooh.
Aw.
My mom was my dad's bodyguard.
Social
There's a whole thing.
structures kind of collapse when you're refugees fleeing a war planet. Although,
Yeah, but I feel like
you were
my dad
certain.
was like pretty. Like real pretty.
Dad was pretty.
He was a
I
pretty
want to
guy.
be very
I mean, I
specific.
shouldn't say it was. I actually don't know if my parents are dead. I just don't know where they are.
Ah, of course.
Is this
Maybe-
a Disney movie or not? But I'll tell you.
Maybe they're in
Pixar.
Vexhaven in the beachhead city that you spent some time in.
Maybe I'll hire the detective agency to find my parents.
Ooh, case number 2. Okay. So with a lower income, you definitely could have a 1-bedroom apartment, or you could share with somebody else.
I'm definitely lower class, or not lower class, sorry, outsider.
I'm also outsider.
So
What
Does that mean you
Yeah.
sleep outside?
I hope not.
outsiders would definitely be renting the cheapest, weakest apartments, or you would be homeless, unhoused. So you might be sleeping in the detective agency, Jen.
Under your
Nope, I
desk.
have been unhoused, but I do have a rental now. Something I'm very proud of, and no one will ever get to see. It is my space and my space alone, and I'm going home to it now.
I sleep on the roof of the building that we're in.
Yeah, so
I
no
want-
longer an apartment. You sleep
Yeah.
on the roof. Okay,
But it's like I've customized it.
of course.
Can I have a roommate? Like maybe somebody that works at the garage with me?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think Mel likes to be alone. Ever.
We got that vibe from when we're like, "Hey, do you want to go fight crime?" And she was like, "Yeah." Which is not normally what a human says.
Oh, she's not human.
But she's not human.
Good thing she's not human.
Okay, so you all head off to your homes, which are very individual homes, except for Mel, who has roomie, and you leave Duke Francis here.
Oh
Well, I
no,
mean-
Frankie's coming with me.
Okay,
Yeah, we can offer. I guess Benny has a place too, but you got to fly to get there.
he can't. So I
I
guess
mean,
he's
I think
staying
you could
with
carry-
Mel.
I could carry him.
So you all head off to your own apartments, lock up the detective agency for the night. What's the plan for the next day?
Come in, get some coffee, read the paper, put your feet up on the desk, and then go on an adventure.
Well, it's going to be a little work. Katie, for the Viney Vixen, to fix it up, you're going to need a couple of hours and some cash. Like, you could potentially get some of the pieces from Donovan's, but they would be expensive. You'd have to convince them to sort of like give them to you on credit, or you'd need to sell some of the things that you've gotten in this to fund the fix.
Give them a chest, a sparkly gem chest. If that lets you.
That's my.
I mean, I think we should trade them some cursed things because they're such nice people.
Well, no, we'll go find another place.
Oh,
We could sell it to the
parts.
other brick streeters.
and I should say, as you're leaving the Starfall Detective Agency, you come out onto the, sort of like the misty night street. Street lights are up. Above you, like, skyscrapers with mostly dark windows. Across the street, Glamprov is still bright and going. You can hear laughter coming out of the Glamour Improv studio across the street from you.
Oh my god.
That was
At 2
established
a.m.?
at like the second episode, and I just wanted to make sure that I confirmed that exists. And yeah, they're going right now.
So our agency is like Kramer's apartment, like always lit up.
All right. But
Oh.
I think it's good if we take a 5-minute break, and then everybody, the characters will all have the long rest, and we can pick up in the morning to see what we're doing. All right.
Nice.
5-minute break, friends. See you on the hour. And we're back from break. All right, so you all go back to your apartments. Duke Francis Rudderbell goes back with Mel, and Katie, what's your roommate like?
Roll it.
Well, I was hoping we would just roll for that.
Absolutely, we can.
Meric hates doing that.
It's one of the worst things in the world.
You
It's
don't
not
have
like you
any cool tools. Yeah.
Yeah, if only you had some way of generating NPCs.
Katie, why don't you go ahead and roll 3d6 and tell me the value? The total.
8.
8. Your roommate is an excitable gnome.
I love that for me.
That's a great fit for you.
Her name is Cara Duffy.
Does she have an Irish accent?
Of course she does!
I'm so happy right now.
And you come in and Duke Francis goes, "Oh, this is a lovely place," and there's a thump and the door creaks open, and you hear Kara say, "Mel, what in the fuck are you doing? It's 3 in the goddamn morning."
Oh, keep your panties on.
She says, "You bringing a gentleman home?"
No, he's a client from the detective agency. Just needs a spot to crash. It's okay. He's a duke.
"Oh, he comes for money, does he? Well, he can stay with me. Can't you there, Dookie Pants?"
Ooh.
He says, I'm sorry, don't worry about it. And she slams the door. And then just kind of shouts through it, "I'm going back to bed."
And then she opens the door and peeks out and goes, "Unless."
What was her name again?
Cara Duffy. Karaduffy. All right. So, in the morning, you can all reconvene. Your fortune is completely refilled, as are Jen's magic points.
Yeah.
Duke Francis and I pick up some nice buns on the way to the office for everybody.
Nice.
To the same bakery we went to before.
No, different bakery. I live above a bakery. I've just decided that.
What smells
Of
nice.
course.
No, you don't understand, because I live above a bakery now, as of now.
There are
I've also
lots of
decided
bakeries and bodegas and things like that.
that makes sense. I've also decided that Karnath has terraformed the roof of our apartment building by hauling bags of dirt up one at a time and planting sod to create a little naturalized space.
And
Are you like the Coots goats?
Yep.
Coombs goats? Goats on the
Coombs,
roof?
yeah.
So your skyscraper is, we'll say, 10, 15 stories tall. There are other ones much taller around you. So other people can look down and see this happening, but nobody's reported you so far.
Boy, they must see a lot of naked Karnath.
Yep.
Katie.
Like, a lot.
You went from shared bathroom to...
Yeah.
You said you're getting a couple of rolls?
Yeah, getting some buns. Also, I snuck some carrot seeds into Karnath's grass seed for his rooftop.
Nice.
He won't be mad once they grow in. He'll be
Yeah,
happy.
they're growing. They're growing well.
Yeah.
The bread is 5 shavings to get sort of a bag, like a paper bag of 6 rolls. So that's effectively 5 copper pieces. 5 shavings.
He just wanted to flex his money that he came up with.
That's right.
Also, guys, this is super unrelated but kind of related. Jen made these buns for pulled pork sandwiches. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the top 5 things I've ever eaten in my entire life. They're so good. Thinking about them now is making my mouth water and my fingers sweat.
I'll make more.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good.
me too.
All right. So, what do you do?
We gotta fix up our ship, right? Or can we? Are
I
there
need
more
it.
brick streeter boats abound that we could steal some parts from? Because we don't care about those guys.
No, all of their stuff has been impounded and seized and so on. Everything that you know about.
Could we get impounded stuff?
They don't.
That seems
Could-
so dangerous.
This is not
Oh,
a
it's
good avenue. They don't have a hopper, like an extra one, just sitting around.
Yeah.
I am going to see if we've all met up in the detective agency. I'm going to see if Nova can take a look at the plate and the cat statue to see what they might be worth, because we could. I'm going to hold back on the armor for now. I'm going to get that cleaned up because I might want that. It's super beneficial to me. Maybe if I were to advance further along my life track,
I see.
I might be better at putting on light plate. But I think we could probably make some scratch off the jeweled box, maybe the cat statue and the fancy plate, and then we could use that to fund our operation if we go shopping, if we go, composing.
Yes, of course.
And
There you go.
Yeah.
Chopin.
Oh, it's light plate armor. Nice.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I have the training too.
Yeah, so if you want to give those to Nova while Benny makes some coffee, and I'm assuming Mel goes to kind of price out what she's going to need.
Well, I think that Mel should be able to get a good deal from her boss on like anything that is actually in the repair shop.
Yeah, probably half price, like, get you stuff at cost. But, like, the things that you need are going to be expensive.
But like
Yeah.
everybody likes me, so
Yeah.
But like, you don't understand how much.
Yeah.
So could Benny kind of use his knowledge of seedy characters from when he was a detective to know where like a fence or black market might be to get cheap parts?
Is that what we want?
man,
Yeah.
you went full criminal.
I got
Like,
wings, so if it goes down, I'm okay.
A lot of people in this city have wings.
So they don't build the best ships.
All right, so
I'm gonna fly away. Oh no, they can too.
Jen,
Yes, 13
13
on my arcane knowledge.
for which one?
The kitty.
Yep, it seems like a nice cat statue made out of sort of like a greenish black rock.
And then the plate, right?
Yes, the dinner plate.
I hope the dinner plate's magical because I got a 16.
It is. It
I
has
also
a,
don't have any plates though.
It has a slight minor enchantment on it that neutralizes weak poisons.
Ooh.
How big's the plate?
It's a dinner plate.
Alright, it's like, hey guys, this is our... gonna stay here, but if we're ever going to dinner and we think they're gonna poison us, eat off this plate.
all of us eat off of one plate.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's going to pass any social convention, and I'm not one who knows social convention very well.
Yeah, it won't be you and I at the dinner anyway, so don't worry about it.
Well, what I'm saying is, if it's some kind of magic plate, wouldn't that sell for more and we get more scratch?
Yeah, you can sell it.
Rather than us holding on to a magic plate, hoping we get invited to a dinner party where someone might poison.
Sure. Whatever, Karna.
Yeah,
Sounds
let's
good.
sort.
Here's a cat.
Okay, so cat statue, plate.
I hold on to it for a second longer as you try to pull it away because it's so cute.
Do you want the
Violet.
cat statue? Does that mean
Is there anything in the cat statue? Like,
You
Just
shake it?
shatter it.
no?
Just files.
They're in
It's filled
the
with vials.
computer.
So I think it would probably be best if I've completely blanked on Katie's name.
No.
Mel.
Went out and chit-chatted as the now just appointed face of the party to try and haggle for some cashy monies from these objects.
Are you
Perhaps a
going
trade if we happen to meet up with someone who sells the things she's looking for.
Is Benny taking her to a fence, or is she just going to like a market?
well, I mean, if Benny goes out shopping, it'll be at like a seedy back alley kind
Re-
of market.
Real quick, quick audio thing. Patrick, if you want to check the connection on your mic, when you talk, I hear a little bit of buzzing, like it's like the connection is loose or something.
Or are there bees in your room?
And there might be bees whenever you're speaking. All right, Katie, I'm gonna get you to roll me 2d6, and don't add them together. Just
Okay.
tell me their numbers.
You got this.
I got a 4 and I got a 6.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's the plate monies.
I don't like that he's rolling too. Now I'm suspicious.
My 6 was on my unicorn die.
Oh,
With a unicorn.
so pretty. Patrick, do you want to talk now?
Testing. 1, 2,
Yeah.
testing.
That fixed it.
Cool.
You got the bees.
I believe you are what they call the tech expert, Nick.
Yes, what I did was I unplugged it and plugged it back in again.
That is IT.
That is
Yep.
IT. Okay. Katie, how much work has Mel done on the Viney Vixen?
I'd say she's like halfway there living on a prayer.
And is Mel at all, like, technically savvy, or is she just, like, fixing up the insides for when it's eventually fixed? Like, is this more decorating, or is she more working on it?
Working on it. She's a worker.
Okay. Do you have skills in that?
Mechanics.
I don't think so.
Probably
Oh,
none of us
no.
do. We didn't bring Jerry this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that
I have.
Mel is not Jerry.
This would be under intelligence or dexterity, depending on, and maybe strength for some things, but mostly intelligence or dexterity. For rewiring, for, like, installing components and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm intelligent and I'm dexterous, but
But you don't
And
have the
she's
focus
beauty.
yet. It's a hobby thing right now, and this is your first time being like, now I've potentially got the money to get the last parts that we need, and we're gonna make the Viney Vixen fly this week. Like, this is the plan, right?
I mean, like, I took advanced piloting and navigation because I felt like being able to fly the thing was more important.
Yeah, more important than the building of the thing.
And more fun.
But you have Brawl. Brow.
So you're every race car driver or like stunt driver who's like, you know what? I'm gonna fix up my own. We're gonna start from scratch. We're gonna get a project car.
Oh, we need a
And then you-
montage.
Yeah, and then you've got
Gonna
just a
need a
frame, and you're like, I
montage.
don't know how to put stuff in it.
Like, if
Make a
this was
car.
Top Gear, I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
We're dead.
Yeah.
So, what you do know is that I'm sorry, you rolled a 6 on your dice. There are 6 components that are missing that you need to acquire.
You could roll 1, Katie.
One of those is quite a pricey component at 100 drops. The other ones are also expensive, but not as much. They're 50 each, which means right now you need to come up with 350 drops to buy all of the components that you need.
Well, I got 20. Will that help?
Is there an appraise skill to know what we might be able to scrounge up for the
Yeah, that would be
relieved gear?
communication bargaining or intelligence, historical lore would be possible.
I bet we all have those.
Is it anyway a fighting roll?
No. This would be intelligence or communication.
What if we fight the salesman?
That's called robbery and a crime.
We'll arrest ourselves.
Do the smart or talky people want to maybe estimate what they might?
I can do an intelligence roll, just like a base one, with no extras.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna roll ones.
Say that.
Which
chart.
item are you trying to appraise right now?
The cat.
The cat.
I don't know. The cat?
The cat.
Okay, the cat. 14.
That's enough. What is your stunt die?
5.
Okay. You are rather confident that this is rare enough and made of and like beautifully carved enough that you could probably pull back 500 drops for this.
Whoa!
Selling the cat and getting lunch.
More
Snap
buns.
in doodles.
So
Check out the
Where
other
does
two
one-
just in case.
Where does one sell a cat?
Like, that'll get us 500 drops somewhere.
all right. So you want to appraise the other ones?
Okay, sure.
Might as well.
Yeah.
With
so
the
there's
plate?
the jeweled chest, and the dinner plate.
Oh, let's look at the jeweled chest. We haven't looked at that yet, have we?
I checked to see if it was magical, and it didn't seem like it. It seemed like a fancy
Okay.
chest.
I feel like the jeweled chest should be worth money.
It's got jewels
It's got jewels.
for vaping.
I'm really good at this. I should do this as a job.
Antique Roadshow with Mel.
Yeah, it's just appraises items.
16, and I rolled doubles.
Okay.
stunt
What is
appraisals.
your stunt?
Oh, can you do
how many
pay dirt
stunts did
now?
you generate?
My stunt die is only a 3.
Okay.
Check under the appraisal stunts.
Appraisal stunts. Yeah, so I would say that in this case, because you stunted, you're aware that this is it's definitely a nice piece and can get you up to 200 drops, but it's not as nice as the cat. Like the settings are kind of coming loose. It needs a little bit of like cleaning and repair. So like an end buyer wouldn't be. This is the stunt thing. An end buyer would give you less for it, whereas a jeweler or like a pawn shop who has the ability to like actually fix it up would give you potentially a better price, because they could then fix it up and sell it higher than 200 drops.
And then we buy it from them and then sell it back to them at the higher cost. Infinite money.
Should we check out the plate?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna praise that?
She is.
I mean, I only got a 10, so am I gonna praise that?
The target number is an average an 11. So if you want to spend some fortune to bump up one of your dice, what's your lowest die?
My lowest die is a 1.
Okay, so you could
Is
just
it
spend
stunt?
2 fortune. Oh yeah, is it the stunt die?
It is not the stuff.
So you could spend 2 fortune and succeed.
Let's do that.
All right. Because it is a minor enchanted item, you could probably sell it to, like, a collector or an alchemist or someone who's like going to resell it, and you could probably get 400 drops for it.
Everyone in the Starfall Detective Agency is just sweating bullets.
Yeah.
And you just
Do we
left
know-
them here in your.
Yeah.
Do we know any, like, pawn shop running alchemists who like cats?
Oh, Doug!
Of course.
I think he was
Like,
below
what-
me, actually.
What does my roommate Kara do for work? Maybe she knows somebody.
What does Kara do for work? Let me find out.
She's a cat-loving pawn shop alchemist.
She could be.
Everyone says that.
Kara teaches boxing.
Oh,
I don't hate that, but that also
makes
doesn't
sense
help.
too.
Yeah. She's a boxing
I want to start
coach.
taking boxing lessons. I want to take boxing lessons from Kara. That's what.
Yeah,
That's how you get your brawl skills.
that's right. Hang on. I'm trying to pull this up, but my computer's going a little slow. I do not have a pre-made character who would work well as a pawn shop type character, so we get to roll a new one.
I got 5 shavings on a drac.
Who would like to roll for this?
Is it 3 dice?
Jen would.
Jen, do it.
Unless
3d6.
Jen-
All right.
Tyler,
Add them
suck
together
it.
or no?
Yeah, add them together. It's a lovely bell
Oh.
curve.
Why did I roll 6?
It's a human.
Ah.
What?
They are.
Yeah, Tyler, give us 5 shavings.
Okay. That's all I have.
How
only
many
have
shavings are in a
I have
drop? I don't
32
remember.
shavings. If I give you each 5,
10 shavings
I
to
can
one
still get some
drop.
buns.
10 drops to one note. I don't know. Whatever a gold
Right.
is going to be.
Everyone had 5 shavings.
I'm not taking your money for that.
All right.
If you keep asking, I punch you.
So this is Auden. His name is Auden Palmer.
He sure
Is he golf?
Is that a golfer's name?
Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer.
Ah.
It's very
Couple
close.
Arnie Palmies.
And
That's a good drink.
oh wow, this is literally perfect. Yeah, this card from this NPC deck is history identifying and researching tasks. It's good at those.
Nailed it.
Do you have any cats?
What does it say about cats?
And so, Mr. Palmer. He's just down the street. He's got a pawn shop called Used Goods, and and he is always on the lookout for interesting things, and he has a specific room set aside for magical items, where he sells them to discerning clients and people who are interested in those sorts of things. Magical items they're not like made a lot in modern times. Like there are small magical items that are on the market and most people can get. Like you could get like an ever burning torch sort of thing, like a magical light from a vending machine. They're not highly rare, and people generally just buy like a radio rather than magical speaking stones because it's just easier to mass produce. The magic items that people do purchase or sell are generally things that have been found from previous like civilizations, and so they have historical value and sometimes are quite powerful, but mostly people are just like, oh, you bought a tarot deck, cool, like that kind of vibe.
It's a shame.
So
No, let's make some money.
all right,
Can I turn
Sending
Mr.
mail.
Palmer into a contact?
sure, how does that work? Oh,
Is
we
this an
can.
envoy thing?
It's almost the end of the game. Let's figure that out after the session and so on. Do we want to have a scene where we talk to Mr. Palmer, or do we want to sort of hand wave that and get to the other thing?
I think we flash back to Palmer later.
Okay, so let me just. So you're gonna bring the cat statue. Are you bringing all three of the
chest.
items?
I think all three.
statue,
Yeah.
the chest, and the dinner plate.
We have it all in the magical box, jeweled box.
It's not magic. I checked. As an expert on magical items.
Chest of disappearing.
Okay.
I mean, the first one I ever looked at was magic, so I just
So you're
kind
really
of
good at
innately believes that he has the power to know what is magic and what is not.
Yep.
All right. Well, actually, then, if you're bringing all three items and you are selling them to Mr. Palmer, there is something that's going to happen. So we're going to narrate that, and that is where we're going to end for the evening. So used goods is sort of like one of those like New York style pawn shops where there's like the single door with like the barred windows. You open it up and there's like glass cases along the side. And Mr. Palmer, older, thick, like heavy set man, was probably like really buff in his younger years, but he's like older now and he's got kind of a pot belly and balding head. And he's behind the counter. He kind of lights up when he sees you. Like, you've probably been in there, getting Benny's service revolver, like, cleaned up, like that sort of thing. Or maybe you did. Maybe he had a robbery and you solved it for him, like that sort of thing.
Like
and
that?
What's that?
I said I like that.
Yeah, and you go in, and he goes, "Hey, how's it going? Come on in. What can I do for you today?" Who's walking forward with the items?
You like cats?
Like,
I got this cat for you.
You like cats?
Yeah.
oh,
Hello.
can always do with a good cat to catch the rats of the city. And then, like, as you're walking in, a bell starts to ring on one of the counters, and like Auden, like Mr. Palmer, kind of jumps and he says, "Hang on, stop! Don't come any closer. You're carrying something cursed." And we gotta end it there.
Oh!
Then he's gonna just
Cat.
smash the cat statue.
I thought I knew what magic was. I knew nothing.
Luckily, you brought it to a place that had protections in place for those.
Jesus.
The
I'm
other,
excited to find out which one.
yeah, the other sort of branch I had was if you like fence it to somebody or you like sell it to some random like collector, you would make an enemy who would be coming back to you. But hey, this is lovely. So yeah, we'll pick up next time with this scene at Used Goods.
Pawn
Nice.
Stars.
Pawn Stars.
Best
Best I can do. Best I can.
One shaving.
Well, you said that he was bald and
Yeah, yeah.
just
That's-
basically described
That's Pawn Stars.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for the game. Super fun.
Thank you for the game.
And a quick rundown of the various things right now, and actually something that I did forget. Okay, so we're streaming this right now on Moonbeam. Moonbeam is now in open beta, so you can check the description below if you're watching this on YouTube afterward, and join our realm and watch live and comment and do all the cool things. Moonbeam is really incredible because 100% of what you give to streamers, the streamers get. When you buy their sort of Moonstone credits, you pay sort of a portion to them, which is, you know, keeps the lights on, and then you have the Moonstones to give to us, and we translate those back into dollars at a 1-to-1. So please come and support us on Moonbeam. We are Roll20 ambassadors, which we didn't use tonight. We are Syrinscape users, and you can hear the cool music playing right now. If you want to catch some Star Trek Adventures, an actual play called Star Trek Adventures USS Challenger is live on our Skyhammer Press YouTube right now with writers and the project manager of the Star Trek Adventures RPG. That's called Bedlam on Baham, a 3-part mini series, which is super fun. If you are interested in the Cosmere RPG, you can pre-order the Stormlight books on Demiplane now. They are available. They're coming out this summer, this fall. It's very exciting. And finally, you should go on to... Where's my Discord? You should go on to BackerKit and check out... a project currently being run called Familiar Tales by our friends Bookworm Games, who do the the adventure chests and the Artifacts Arcana, the cool adventure coins. Michael came on our stream and talked about quest chests with Austin, and Michael from Bookworm is currently running Familiar Tales, which is a small RPG on the Quill TTRPG system, where it's inspired by Redwall and Chronicles of Narnia and sort of like cozy little play as animals games. This is part of the Pocketopia Portable Easy to Learn Tabletop Games package, which also has... I believe it is Wayfinder. There we are. Wayfinder is the campaign being put on by Austin of Foxwing Games. So Michael and Austin together are Foxwing Games, whereas Michael on his own is Bookworm Games. And Wayfinder is a map-making TTRPG using the Quill system. So check out both of those. I will put links in the description.
Patrick's in.
Yeah, right? And, they're super cool friends of the stream. We really like them, and you should go and support them.
Why now you bring up?
I'm sorry.
Not.
Oh my goodness. They're also, almost out there. 64 hours left. So when this goes live on YouTube, it's going to be more like 12 hours left. So go and check those out. Please support them. They are wonderful people, and I'm looking forward to these games of theirs.
What's it called?
So one of them is Wayfinder.
It's the map one.
Yeah, Wayfinder. And the other one is Familiar Tales.
Which sounds great.
But you're in for the map one.
You know what I'm about.
One of the things that you can do with the map one is you can actually get blank maps. like that come with the RPG that you're gonna fill in as you're going. All right. Well, thank you for the game, everybody. We will be back in 2 weeks to continue the adventure. And as always, stay daring. Haha, I remembered it. That's right.
I don't know. I forgot what we did.
I think it was stay daring. Something like that. Bye.